on social media tracking everything they've done in the form of art to, just make it subtle, but hey, I got you.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Julio Foolio.
You know why they can go through their social media? Do you know why the feds can dig deep? Because of social media. Why? This is why social media is a blessing and a curse.
They trying to plead their case. So we don't know if they going to tell on Yungeen Ace, because regardless of what's going on, Yungeen Ace...
Apparently, Yungeen Ace scared. Yungeen Ace is scared because if he really is involved in this motherfucker, these guys are trying to plead a case. And what does plead a case mean? They're going to snitch. They're going to snitch on somebody, and somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to feel that fire, nigga.
They already mapped it out before they even went there, because Alicia already told the DA that she knows everything that went down and how it went down. Because this is why they're being charged.
She was the one pulling the strings, bro.
It all could flip back.
Alicia, everybody knows. Alicia Andrews was the one pulling the strings. If you don't know that by now, like, bro, she's the one who needs to get life. So, boom, bro, this whole situation is just going lopsided, I'm not gonna lie. Apparently, the feds have now indicted Yungeen Ace, bro, for Julio Foolio. Or they will. I don't know if they have or will or what, blah, blah, blah. But we're gonna watch this video. So, without further ado, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, join the Patreon link in the description, and let's get into this, bitch. But, also says, DA released footage sold to TMZ for 10 mil. So, I'm not gonna lie, bro. TMZ got some money. 10 mil for released footage of Julio Foolio, apparently. So, we'll see. But yeah, let's get into it, bro. Let's get it.
The ATF said that they moving forward with this case. Regardless of how they look at it, they should have never did this to Julio Foolio. R.I.P. Julio Foolio.
Nope.
Drop the Julio Foolios down in the comment section. Alicia was the main one who told Sean he need to get out of that situation. He need to leave the scene. As soon as he left the scene, that's when him and her went right back to the crib. He met up with her right there by the garage. He stuffed the AR-15. He took the AR-15 out of the trunk. The Ring doorbell camera, it clearly shows that he put it in the garage. R.I.P. Julio Foolio, because regardless of how they look at it, they shouldn't have never even put themselves in this predicament. A lot of these people looking at this as if it was a setup from the beginning. Yungeen Ace Green, he's the main one who everybody keep looking at as if he was the main one who started the beef from a long time ago. Everybody sat back and thought that this was just going to pass over. But no, people play a dirty game. And a lot of people don't know that certain things come right back on you that you put out there.
Yeah.
Y'all, we have to really look at this timeline. Julio Foolio and Yungeen Ace have been battling since 2017. That's nearly 7 solid years of back and forth feuds between the 6 block, which is Foolio's.
I hear it. I hear what you're saying. However, though, right? Yungeen Ace is not the... If he isn't, it's still kind of unsure. But even if he wasn't, Yungeen Ace might not be the reason why what happened to Julio Foolio happened to Julio Foolio. He might not even be the reason, bro. Maybe it was gang beef, bro. 1200 gang was not happy. Obviously, they've been beefing KTA for a very long time, and they got the drop on him because, bro, was drunk and he was leaking everything when he shouldn't have been leaking everything, bro. So it's really Julio Foolio's fault, not really Yungeen Ace's fault, unless he really did order the hit, which we don't know if that's true. If he's been indicted, though, that means he's involved.
Crew in the ATK, which is Yungeen Ace's crew, they have been going back and forth between Julio Foolio's cousin Zion Brown, who was fatally shot, to Ace's brother and 2 other people who were tragically shot. This has been just back and forth beef, and it's only a matter of time before they line it up. That's why the ATF is involved, because it has so much history and there's so much evidence out there. They have literally put themselves out there on social media tracking everything they've done in the form of art to, just make it subtle, but hey, I got you.
R.I.P. Julio Foolio.
You know why they can go through their social media? Do you know why the feds can dig deep? Because of social media. Why? This is why social media is a blessing and a curse. And this is why, like I say every video, snitching, if you're going to be in this type of business, if you're going to be in this type of world, if you're going to be a criminal, snitching needs to stop, nigga. Like, bro, you start doing the feds' job for them. You're doing the feds' job for them. They don't even need to do their job. They can just sit back, relax, wait a couple of years, bring out all the evidence, and now everyone's getting bagged for it. So you get what I'm trying to say? Stop this snitching if you're going to be in this business, bro. Allow it, because feds are just making their job easy. They're getting paid for shit.
Yo, regardless of how they look at it, they should have never even did that. Queso wouldn't be locked up right now
True.
if it weren't for this beef. These are two rival gang members. Everybody knew that ATK and KTA been beefing for so long, and they still haven't learned their lesson. A lot of people feel that it was a retaliation from one side, which led the other side to doing this to Julio Foolio.
You have to look at the suspects who have been arrested. Sean Gathright, Elisa Andrews, and Isaiah Chance were all apprehended, but they all have strong relationship to the ATK. If they think that this isn't going to route back to Young and Ace, I would be shocked. There's always the leader. There's always the person who gives the order. And he even put out a song about do it.
He could be
He was
charged
trolling
with capital
though.
murder.
The song was
and
trolling.
Everybody know that he was the main one beefing back and forth with Julio Foolio. Regardless of what's going on, the substantial evidence that they present in court, this is the evidence that may lock them up forever.
At one point in time or another, it's all going to pinpoint back to the beginning. It all started back in 2017 when Zion Brown was taken down, and it has been going on ever since then. And there is enough evidence, there's enough paper trail, there's enough substantial evidence to the point that the DA is already trying to get stuff thrown out. They know that this case is going to be rock solid, and they know that these people are going to get locked up for life.
When Julio Foolio lawyer went in there, he told everybody who was in the courtroom he object to all the new evidence that they tried to present against the reason and the motive why they did it. And I want y'all to know, they trying to plead their case. So we don't know if they going to tell on Young and Ace, because regardless of what's going on, Young and Ace...
Apparently, Young and Ace scared. Young and Ace is scared because if he really is involved in this motherfucker, these guys are trying to plead a case. And what does plead a case mean? They're gonna snitch. They're going to snitch on somebody, and somebody's going to get it. Somebody's gonna feel that fire, nigga. Someone's gonna feel the flame, bro. They're gonna feel that heat, because they're gonna snitch on, bro. Is it Young and Ace that they're gonna snitch on?
Ace Green, he's the main one who paid them to go do it. $10,000 ain't a lot of money. And they still looking for one of the Murphy brothers. One of the Murphy brothers, he was trying to off himself because he knew that he had something to do with it. He came out with a dog in the Bible, and everybody knew for a fact that he was guilty of something, because if you ain't been in this type of lifestyle and you just been in the house taking care of your business, they wouldn't even be coming up after you. And everybody know for a fact that as soon as you present any evidence, the affidavits that they signed trying to get themselves up out of this whole ordeal, it all goes back to Young and Ace.
At the end of the day, yes, they have plenty of evidence to go forward with this case, but you also have to realize somebody spoke up. They can't just jump on an arrest based off of evidence. They have to have witness statements. They have to have something in writing. Somebody's already talking. Just who is it? Is it one of the people that got arrested and they're a part of the undercover?
Is it Alicia?
Or is it somebody else that knows what's really going on and they're trying to take down the whole crew?
Alicia was on her phone the whole time. She kept posting on Instagram all during the pool party. As soon as Julio Foolio and all them people walked up in that pool party, everybody kept saying, like, man, why?
I think the 18-year-old's going to be a snitch, you know. I'm not going to lie, chat. Let me know in the comment section down below. Purely for the fact his age, especially if they get in bro's head and be like, yeah, you won't get life, you don't, etc., bro, you're 18. Like, give us some info. Bro's 18, bro. Remember, bro's still young, bro. Bro don't want to waste his whole life. The rest of them are like 21s, and they're tiny bit older. But bro's 18. That's going to be the one that they're going to be applying the pressure. The feds are going to be applying that pressure to that 18-year-old gang.
He even posted his location. It started in Tampa, and then the JSO, they the main ones who went back out there and investigated it. That's how serious it is. You cannot put yourself in certain predicaments and situations if you know for a fact that you don't even live this type of lifestyle. Half of them dudes look like they lived in the suburbs. Regardless of if Young and Ace Green don't live out there, he's in Houston. Everybody know for a fact HPD is the main ones who's going to basically send him back out there to fight this case, regardless of what go down, because he was the main one who sent the hit.
When you look at the charges that they're facing, Gathright is facing charges including premeditated murder, attempted premeditated murder, and tampering with evidence. Andrews and Chance are charged with premeditated first-degree murder and conspiracy with a firearm. These are not little charges. This is something that will put them away for life. And if you think they're going to go down alone, you should think again.
Everybody knows for a fact, if you rockin' with Julio Foolio, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you feel that Yungeen Yungeen had something to do with it being initiated for them to go out there, because they could have easily got out that situation. They ran up on Julio Foolio as soon as they was right there on the passenger side. Everybody kept saying, how did they know Julio Foolio was right there? How did they know the position on this side and on this side if they try to turn the corner? They already mapped it out before they even went there, because Alicia already told the DA that she knows everything that went down and how it went down. This is why they're being charged.
She was the one pulling the strings, bro.
It all could flip back.
Alicia, everybody knows. Alicia Andrews was the one pulling the strings. If you don't know that by now, like, bro, she's the one who needs to get life. She's the one who needs to go the most. She was the one pulling the strings like a motherfucking puppet. A puppet show, bro.
On her, because she tried to get herself out of the situation. Yungeen Yungeen, he was the main one who answered the phone when they said that they was out there trailing them. They followed this man for blocks and blocks all the way till they got to the Holiday Inn. As soon as they got to the Holiday Inn, they pulled across the street, they parked, they hopped out the car, and they instantly went across the street. They was already masked up. Just because you masked up, that don't mean the Tesla cars ain't watching.
At the end of the day, they didn't cover their tracks well enough, and this is going to bite them all in the ass. There is no way that there's not going to be charges solidified. There is no way they're going to get out of this. Whether they take down Yungeen Ace with them or not, he's going to have a price on his head. There is going to be retaliation for this, and that's a piece that nobody is ready for.
Julio Foolio lawyer, he's fighting for probable cause on why they did it and what motive did they have behind in state of why did they even go out there to the holiday. Why was they placed at the scene? They were placed at the scene because someone got locked up, someone was a confidential informant, and they told on everything. They told exactly where the dudes live at, and they told exactly what happened at that pool party. Julio Foolio was just at the pool party to celebrate his birthday. Everybody who came through that door after him and his homies arrived, he kept on, hey, what's up, man? What up, G? Next thing you know, people coming in masked up, people coming in with females who Julio Foolio familiar with, but always remember, Julio Foolio knew who was rocking with the ops from the beginning. As soon as they came in the birthday party, they like, happy birthday, Julio Foolio. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. Hey, man, I don't even supposed to be this drunk, man. Everybody trying to get me to get drunk. I ain't never got drunk for my birthday. I'm just a smoker.
At the end of the day, they were trailing him for some time. This was...
Bro, let his guard down. He let that shit down when it needed to be up the most. That's just that. We covered this way too many times to keep talking about the same situation. But, bro, that's just that. He let his guard down when it needed to be up the most. That shit needed to be solid, nigga. That shit needed to be like this. Like, you're not getting through this shit, bro. He needed to have 5 security guards. He needed this, he needed that. He needed to do this. He shouldn't have done this, he shouldn't have done that. But everything went left, and that was what happened, bro. Shit peaked, but it is what it is, bro. So, without further ado, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, join the Patreon, link in the description if you have not already, bro. I'm going to update the Patreon so you guys are going to get some proper shit in there now. Cause, hey, we're getting some motion now, so I'm going to update that shit. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like all that. Peace. Comment down.
Bye, have a great time.